Okay, today is the kitchen sink. Just gonna record anything that comes to mind from a coaching standpoint on my way up Game Creek. Starting to get green in Jackson Hole. It's got a 3 mile, just a gradual climb, nothing crazy. Best way to improve efficiency at long climbs uphill for long periods of time, to get more efficient, it's no different than your long run. Practice running the long climbs as easy as possible. Create that low level aerobic efficiency and then get faster and faster. It's hard to get better aerobically at long climbs by always doing them hard. Managing your effort. Learn to do them as easy as possible. Treat the long run just like you would your long run. You wouldn't automatically start busting out threshold pace on a long run if you haven't been doing long runs for a while. Same applies with long climbs. Do them easy at first. Walk when you need to keep the heart rate low. I'm often asked, what's the best type of warm-up? Well, I always default to, before you head out the door, doing foot core work. But for a longer type of run, the best warm-up is just starting really easy and being patient for 15-20 minutes. Kind of just super easy zone one. Just notice how, even though you might be fighting wanting to go faster, notice how good it makes you feel. When running technical terrain, use a lot of short lateral movement steps to keep everything underneath you rather than reaching out in front of you and overstriding. There's one word that describes every aspect of running, it's patience. And when it's hard to have patience, you find yourself getting frustrated, that means you're not being patient. Think about being like water and go with the flow. Water follows the path of least resistance. With run training, we know it's good to train our cardiovascular system, train our legs, train our strength. It all makes sense. What we don't often talk about enough is how important it is to train the brain. The brain is an organ, but it acts like a muscle. It can be trained. It can get better. It's not important what you think. It's important what you do after you think. So now it's super smooth, super easy warm up. Sometimes 13-minute miles going up this trail. And now, because I was patient, faster feels smooth. My normal zone 2 endurance feels really smooth. It doesn't feel forced. And it's all because I was patient during my warm-up. A lot of influences out there, a lot of gurus talk about doing one more, or always work harder, be your best version of yourself today. But what if running as a foundation is about making running as easy and as enjoyable as possible? Some days you have to run as easy as if you had to run all day. The Kenyans are doing it. The Kenyans are running slower than you are during their easy runs. Talking about running uphill efficiently, now we can use it as a way to help us really hone in our cadence. By learning to run easy uphill for long periods of time, forces you to have quicker cadence, because it's hard to have low cadence running slowly and easily uphill. So that actually develops your cadence. If you want to become a better ultra runner, develop your ultra running potential, improve your speed and strength, and then apply it to going long. Going long is easy, and it's the slowest route to improving. Talking a lot about running easy on trails in the mountains for efficiency. It's all true, but running long and easy also makes you slow and efficient. So opposite of this, we need to keep our speed and strength up. Improve your mile time to improve any type of race distance training. Before you head out the door each day, ask yourself, what is my purpose of the run today? View run form as an art, as a craft, something that you continue to hone through a lifetime. If you don't, you're going to get frustrated and expect it to be something that you've learned and are able to do immediately, which is not the case. Golfers perfect their swing for a lifetime. Swimmers perfect their stroke. Tennis players perfect their backhand. We as runners need to see it as a craft, just like that. And if we do, we're not going to get frustrated. We're going to have the patience to see it that run form is the ultimate form of strength training, where every step is a good one and can be a form of strength training, that we take away the tug and pull of tight muscles because we begin to use our body as one unit. Takes away the tug and pull, takes away tightness. And the same goes for using a minimal or natural shoe. We often see it as an all or nothing approach, but if we see a minimal natural shoe as a tool to continue to layer on strength, we have a completely different perspective on the purpose of that. And we're not making it just one choice where this is the shoe we use all the time. See it as a tool, because again, every step can be a great form of strength training. I think you can intuitively grasp the idea that doing some barefoot runs would provide a lot of benefit from strength and form. So take that mental picture you have of that and say, okay, hey, I'm going to use a minimal shoe for 1 or 2 days a week, just like as if I would go into the gym 1 or 2 days a week. The perfect time to use it is on your recovery runs. So you're allowing your feet to work naturally and get that recovery while still building strength. If I was to say, use a minimal shoe only, and you can't use your cushioned shoe, you wouldn't do it, right? But if I said, hey, use it once or twice a week, because it might be the most beneficial thing you do for how strong your body becomes, maybe you have a different mindset. But you're addicted to the brand. You're addicted to how people will think. Wink, wink. Be a pioneer. Train the brain. What are you making all these stories mean as you think to yourself?